So, good evening once again. My name is Kelvin. I'm a Diamond Associate with Max International, and I want to welcome you all to tonight's Go Diamond call. Now, tonight's call, as I said, is a unique call. We're just going to talk. We're just going to share some motivation or whatever, inspiration, or whatever you want to call it. Bottom line is, we're going to discuss why you need to go diamond, why you need to rise up and build a formidable business for yourself and do whatever it takes to get to the top, because that's why we came here. That's why we are here. We are here not just to exist, not just to survive, but to go to the top. And so that's exactly what we are going to do here today. All right, now let's get started. Why did you join Max? Why did you join Max? Could be for the money, could be for the product. Well, the truth of the matter is that it does not really matter why you are here. It doesn't matter why you are here. All that matters is that you know why you are here. You know why you joined this opportunity. You know what you saw in this opportunity. You know what you see in your future. And so only you can make that connection between this opportunity and why you felt you needed to be part of this opportunity. Because that is what's going to drive you from where you are now to where you actually want to get to. And so it starts with you identifying your why, the reason why you joined this business. And so if you are in already and you don't have an idea why you joined, I suggest that you take a step back and look around you, interact with people if you need to, and discover why you need to be here. Find out how this can help you get to where you want to get to, which presupposes that you know where you're actually going. Because if you don't know where you're going, then you definitely don't know how this opportunity can help you. And so figure out where you're going and then figure out how this opportunity can help you get there. Because motivation needs to start from within. It's very, very difficult for somebody outside of you to motivate you to do something that you don't want to do. And so if the motivation is not there, you are not going to get far. I remember when the first time I saw this opportunity, it really hit me. I was already out there. I'm looking for money to get started with a business opportunity I had. I had a business plan. I had a proposal. I had sent to several banks, and they all turned me down. And so, obviously, there's no way I could have started that business without the money. So I sat in the business presentation with Max International. I heard what they had to offer, and everything connected. This is how I'm going to raise that money to get started. And in as little as 6 months, I had raised enough to actually get started with my business opportunity. And so you may be on this call, you have a plan, you want to start your own business, but unfortunately, you don't have money to get started. Well, this opportunity can help you do just that, provided you play your cards right, you do what you have to do when you have to do it. And don't wait for somebody to tell you what to do. Second point, and this is something I shared on a platform some time ago, and it was a bit controversial because people didn't quite understand what I was saying. It's simply this: you can only rise as high as your level of incompetence. Yes, you can only rise as high as your level of incompetence. What does this actually mean? Let's look at it this way. Let's assume you started school. You needed to write an exam to get promoted from class 1 to class 2. Unfortunately, you are not equipped enough to pass that exam. What does that mean? It means you are going to get stuck in class 1 because you did not pass the exam. So your level of incompetence is the class 1 exam. Until you're able to overcome that class 1 exam, you're not going to get to class 2. In the same way, when it comes to life, you can only get a first class if you have enough your grade point average is a first class grade point average. If there's a particular subject matter that you don't understand and you fail that subject, you may never get your first class. And so you need to overcome that particular subject to get to that level that you actually want to be at. And so you can only rise as high as your level of incompetence. Thankfully, you can always elevate your level of incompetence. If math is your problem and you overcome math is no longer your problem. Something else is now your problem. See, the thing you need to understand is that there's always going to be a problem. You solve this one, another one is going to rear its head up. Which is why it doesn't make sense for you to say, I want to finish this project before I get started with that max thing you're talking about. Because once you finish this project, another project will come up. Once you deal with this problem, another problem will pop up. Speaking from experience, I have never come across anybody in this business so far who said he was putting Max down to focus on something else and come back and rebuild a Max business and actually had significant success. Not often do you find such things happening, because once you take your eye off the ball, something else is going to draw your attention. And so for you to make it to the top, you need to stay focused. You need to keep pushing your level of incompetence as high as possible so that you can keep rising higher and higher. And that is the reality. You are never too old to learn. This is something Les Brown said, and this is what I have added. You are never too new to teach. Sometimes people join this business and they say, "Oh, I'm new. I don't want to come for. I don't want to do this because I'm new. I want to understand this. I want to do that." Look, if your motivation is right, if your why is strong, you are never too new to teach. When I joined this business, I held my first BOM within a week of joining this business. Yes, and it was to total strangers. I walked to EcoBank, Trust Towers branch, and I secured a spot, and I did a BOM at 7 a.m. to random strangers. Yes, that's how determined I was to make it in this business. I wasn't waiting for anybody. Of course, this meant I had to understand what I was doing. So within the first week of joining this business, I sat down and went through the compensation plan, downloaded YouTube videos, learned until I had a basic understanding of what was going on, and straight to work did I go. I held 3 BOMs within my second week of Max International. It's no wonder I achieved bronze rank in 2 weeks. But of course, that jinx has been broken a long time ago. People like Juliet have achieved bronze rank in 1 day now, so now 2 weeks is not a big deal. Point is, you are not too new to teach. You need to seek the knowledge that you need to help you push this business the right way. Number 3, see, greatness is already in you. You were born great, and you've heard this over and over again. I'm sure I'm not the only one on this call who has been told by a prophet that you are going to be great. Everybody on this call has had a prophetic encounter with some prophet or another. They'll lay their hands on you and say, I see greatness in you. I see you doing this. I see you doing that. Why are you not doing those things? And see, this is what I found. It's not rocket science. You don't need a prophet to tell you any of these things. It's written in the Bible. If you're a Christian, you read the Bible, you know these things already. Greatness is already in you. It's up to you to embrace this greatness, walk in confidence, and do what you are supposed to do when you are supposed to do it. The time is now. There's no time like the present. You cannot keep postponing this thing anymore. You are here in Max today. What are you going to do differently? How are you going to get from where you are now to where you want to get to? It's not going to get any easier than it is now. People are not suddenly going to wake up and realize that what you've been saying is true, and so they're going to now come and sign up. No, it's not going to get any easier. You're going to have to keep pushing. You're going to have to keep pushing. The greatness is in you, but it's going to take a lot of effort to break out for people to see that kind of greatness that has been spoken about you all these years. You need to rise up and do. Everybody on this call has something in them that they are supposed to achieve before they die. Yes. We are all here for a reason. We are all here to serve a purpose. But the thing is, if you fail to achieve your purpose, somebody else will do what you were supposed to do in your place. And that's scary. It scares me. It keeps me awake at night. I don't want somebody else to take the glory for what I was supposed to do. I want to be the person that does what I'm here to do. And Max can help me do just that. So it goes back to the original point. Why are you here? Why did you join Max? You need to know what your aim is, what your goal is. You need to know how Max can help you do that, because once you make those connections, nothing is going to stand in your way. Number 4, fear of the unknown is the single most important determinant of your success. Many of us are crippled by what we don't know. We are so scared of what can go wrong. We are afraid that people will look at us in a funny way if we tell them that we've also joined the Max crowd. We are afraid to put up on our social media platform that we are part of the Max International family, because somebody will pass a snide comment. Somebody will tease me. Somebody will call me names. And so I fail to inform people that I am now a Max business associate. But what if that by you sharing with somebody that you are part of Max, that person will realize that the Max thing is truly a great opportunity? Because if you have been able to partner with Max, then why can't I also do the same thing? By you keeping silent, your business is going to dwindle. Be bold, declare what you started. Let the world know that you joined Max International. Let the world know that you started, because the secret to getting ahead is to get started. See, the human mind is inherently negative. You wake up in the morning and it's all negativity in your mind. I mean, it's like, if you allow your mind, if you allow your mind to roam free, the kind of things that you think about, sometimes it's mind blowing. Where is all this coming from? It's so difficult to stay positive. And even if you try to stay positive, the things happening around you will keep you down. You put on the TV to listen to news, and it's all negativity. Corruption here, murder here, rape here, terrible news all around you. The economy is collapsing, inflation is going up, terrible, terrible things. But see, when you have something with huge potential, like what we have on Max International, you don't get distracted by all this negativity. You focus on the positivity. You focus on the good things, and you keep building your business in spite of all the challenges that we face. Some of you hate your jobs. You hate your jobs, and yet you still stay there because of that thing called salary. And it's all right. I mean, we all have to eat some way somehow. It's all right. But here's the thing: some of you hate your job so much that you're actually waiting for the day the job they will downsize, so that you request to get a severance package. You are only there waiting for that severance package. How can you progress in life if this is what's on your mind? How can you make progress in life? How will God even bless you? Because you're not even giving off your best. But why should you give up your best? Because guess what? The company is not even valuing you enough. They'll pay you just enough so you stay afloat. You don't die off. You keep coming back to work. And you're also going to work just as hard enough so that they're not going to fire you. So at the end of the day, both sides are playing each other. Is this the kind of life we really want to live? Is it? I don't think so. You need to be willing to fail your way to success. You need to be willing to step out there and fail. You need to be willing to fall down and pick yourself up again. Because it's not the falling that's important. It's not the failure that's important. It's what you do after the fall. What you do after the failure. That's what makes the difference. See, you're going to have a lot of challenges in this business that you started. It's going to be challenging. What you are facing now is just a tip of the iceberg. It's just a tip of the iceberg. Whatever you're going through now, and you think it's tough, trust me, it gets worse. It gets worse. Take it from me, it gets worse. But at the end of the day, you look at your bank account, and you look at how many hours you have to work on a daily basis, and you compare that to what it was before. And you see that in spite of the challenges you are going through in Max International, in spite of all the all the nonsense that you are going through with your teammates, with your prospects, it's still worth the effort you are putting in. Because your bank balance keeps growing, because your influence keeps growing, because people look to you for support, people look to you for inspiration, people see you as a beacon of hope, and that is something great indeed. That is something that can drive you. Don't let the fear of failure cripple you. Be willing to fall down, and so long as you have the courage to stand up again, the future will remain bright. Now, point number 6, you need to mind your business. Only you can build your dream. First of all, only you know your dream. So only you can build a dream because you are the only one who knows what that dream is. You know what that dream means to you. And you know what it will take to achieve that dream. And so if you do not mind your business, how do you expect the business to help you achieve your dream? If you're on this call, you have not done your authorship, how do you expect to get paid a commission? How do you expect your teammates to do their authorship when you haven't done your authorship? You are not minding your business. And so somebody else will mind that business for you. And when somebody else minds that business for you, guess what? That person is going to get paid and you are not going to get paid. You are not in this business for your upline. I'm sorry to tell you. You are not in this business for your upline. You are in this business for yourself. And so if you cannot find motivation to build this business for yourself, I do not know what to say to you. Your upline is building his business. Your downline is building his business. What is left is you. Your success is not linked to your upline or your downline success. Your success is linked to your effort. The only advantage in this business is that we leverage on each other. We leverage on each other. And so I urge you to rise up, mind your business, and build that business and take it to the next level because it is possible. It is possible to join Max and in one day achieve bronze rank. It's possible to join Max and in 1 year become a diamond associate. It's possible to join Max and in 1 year move from 90,000 Ghana cedi debt to a bank balance that will blow your mind. It's happened before, it keeps happening, and it will happen again because there are people on this call who are committed to doing amazing things with this opportunity. Don't wait to be told. You need to rise up and see for yourself. Number 7, life is a race. Yes, life is a race. Unfortunately, you speak to people, you tell them these things, and they tell you that, oh, it's not a race. Just take your time. Money will find you. All these things. I don't know who keeps putting these loose thoughts in people's minds. Believe you me, life is a race. But life is not a race against anybody else. Life is a race against time. Yes, life is a race against time. You speak to any successful person, any successful businessman or successful entrepreneur, and one of the things they'll tell you is that I wish I had this success earlier in my life. Yes. Why wait to have success later in life when you can have it now? Why wait till later when you can have it now? Imagine that you are 70 years old and you are now finally a millionaire. What can you do with that money? You have arthritis, you probably have hypertension, you probably spend all that money in the hospital anyway. Or you finally save up your money and you finally buy the Maybach 6. And by the way, if you don't know the Maybach 6, you are not current. It's the latest Mercedes Benz. It's crazy. You need to look at the pictures of that car. You'll be inspired to get one. But imagine you buy a Mercedes Benz SLK, whatever, and then you are too old to drive, so you give it to a driver to drive. Imagine you spend good money to buy this car, only for some young guy who doesn't even know what 100,000 cedis looks like, to come and enjoy that car on your behalf. It's so not fair. Don't wait till it's too late. Let's work our success now because it's possible. Life is too short to hate what you do. And so as I said earlier, if you hate your job, do something about it. If you hate your life, do something about it. Pray to God and step out in faith. Most of us, unfortunately, will pray to God, yes, and then we'll stay back and wait for an answer. It doesn't work like that. After the prayer, you need to step out in faith, make a move. You are here in Max International. You need to make a move. It's time to put all that prayer into action. Step out and build this business like it was meant to be built, because it will definitely get you from where you are now to where you want to get to. So many people in Ghana, so many people across the world are benefiting from this amazing, amazing opportunity. Why not you? And if you are enjoying some limited success in this business, it's time to build on that success. take it to the next level. Help some other people to also see significant success in their business so that they can in turn help others as well. And that's how we build this business. We help each other. A helps B, B helps C, C helps D, and so on and so forth. We build a formidable team of people who are helping each other build on their successes. And I believe this is one of the opportunities that's going to get Ghana to move from where we are now to where we actually have to be the true black star of Africa. That poverty is going to be a thing of the past because everybody has some kind of residual income because they were exposed to such an amazing opportunity early. Don't let the poverty mindset keep you down. It's never too early to do something for yourself. It's never too early to get started with this business. It's never too early in life to be significant. Number 9, the company you keep matters. Yes, the company you keep actually does matter. If you are in the wrong crowd, there's no way you can find the right answer. In fact, you are the average of the 5 people that you interact with the most on a daily basis. You are the average of the 5 people you interact with on a daily basis. And so if your crowd is a bunch of people who don't know what they want to do with themselves, it speaks volumes about you, my brother, my sister. It speaks volumes. If you are the best in your crowd, then you are in the wrong crowd. Because you need to keep, you need to live for the challenge. You need to be pushed to do things outside of your comfort zone. If your crowd is not motivating you to step out in confidence and do things that nobody else wants to do, then it's definitely the wrong crowd for you. You need to step out of that crowd and find a new crowd to mingle with. You need to find a team that is willing to back you up and push you to your limits, even beyond your limits. Because at the end of the day, your best is not enough. Yes, your best is not enough. You can do way more than your best. Trust me, I know. I learned this from Jim Rohn, and I think I shared this audio on the platform some time ago. If we called all of you and said, let's do push-ups, maybe for you, the best you can do is 5. Somebody can do 10, and you're out of breath. Just 10, you're out of breath. It does not matter. Because guess what? If you lay down there and you rest for 2 minutes, you can rise up and do another 10. And then you can rest for 2 minutes and do another 15. And then rest for 2 minutes and do 20. So if you stop at the first 10, you realize that you have lost the opportunity of building your momentum all the way up to 15, to 20, to 30, to 50. It starts with you making that move. It starts with you stepping out in spite of your fear of failure. It starts with you deciding I'm going to go forward in spite of all the opposition, in spite of the challenges. It starts with a step. Take that step and make it count. Because at the end of the day, only you know why you joined this business. Only you know what your dream is. Only you know how much it means to you for you to achieve that dream. And only you know what it will take for you to achieve that dream. Nobody else can tell you how much effort you need to put into your dream. You know. And if you know, then you must be the one to do. So take that step and begin to do. And finally, dream bigger. Don't just dream big. Dream bigger than you dreamt yesterday. Dream bigger. You don't pay to dream. Why settle for one when you can have all? This picture speaks so much volume to me. This was taken in Mauritius, by the way. So for those of you who don't know what happens in Mauritius, this was one of the experiences. I requested for a drink, just one drink. The guy said, why can't you try all 3? And so he brought all 3, put in front of me. And, well, you can say whatever I want to say. I mean, it was nice drinking all 3 anyway. But the point is, why settle for one when you can have it all? Why settle for a small dream when you can have a big dream? Dream big, because you don't pay to dream. Find people who push you to think bigger than you think now. Find people who motivate you to want to do more than you thought you could do. Find people who bring out the best in you. Listen to motivational tapes, read relevant books, listen to people who are going to inspire you to want to be a better person. Because at the end of the day, you can only hope to be a better version of yourself. And so every day, strive to improve yourself. Allow yourself to fail, because it is in all the failure that you eventually find success. If you fear to fail, you never get started on anything relevant. And if you don't get started on anything, you never really know what it means to have significant success. And so like I said, today's call is a very, very short call, brief call, just to let you know that it is possible to come into this business with nothing in your account and to rise to the top in such a short time and have such significant and have people look up to you, all because you decided to get started with this opportunity. This is the reality. This is your business. You started it. It's time for you to do what you said you're going to do. You said you want to be successful at this business. Well, what are you waiting for? It's in your power to have that success. Don't cede that power to somebody else. Don't cede that power to your upline. Don't cede that power to your downline. You are the single determinant of your success, not somebody else. You hold the key. When are you going to get that bronze rank? When are you going to get that silver rank? When are you going to get that gold rank? When are you going to get that platinum rank? When are you going to get that diamond rank? It is worth it. So make that move today. Thank you very much for being on the call. It's been amazing having this session with you. Hope to see you on the next one shortly.